Good morning, good morning, good morning. I forgot to change my titles, but that's okay. We're not doing treat boxes. We are doing a lotus flower. And we are going to go over SVG Creator again, so I left that. But thank you all for joining me. Let's go ahead and play the intro and get started. So, I know yesterday we had some technical difficulties, and I do have those fixed. I promise you guys, I do have them fixed. Let me just get my mouse to work and cooperate with me, and I will show you guys a couple of little things. I know I had promised last night to do the sewing design of the stocking. I have the design. It's popping up there. You could see it. You might see a white screen for a second, but it's loading. I have the pieces and all laid out, and I cut it. And then I sewed the first step and started to do the cuff, the part that I need to make sure fits, and I popped the needle in my machine, and it was like, I don't know what, about 10:30 my time. It was dark, and I don't drive well at night anymore, so I try not to go out, plus it's not safe in my area. So I did not go get needles. I am going as soon as the live is over, and I am going to get a replacement needle for my machine. So we will plan to do it on the next Saturday. Maybe Friday. I may do it before that. I might do just a surprise pop-up live and do it. But I will let you guys know as soon as I test this. I will get it out. I may have to do it as a recorded video rather than live, but you guys can always ask questions if I do it that way, and we'll answer them. So I apologize that I had to change up the project for today. So that being said, I do have that, and I would go ahead and give this to you guys so that you could go ahead and get started on those stockings, but I don't want to give you something that doesn't fit or it's not going to work, because if you're just starting out sewing, you won't know how to adjust. If you're a seasoned seamstress, you would know how to adjust it. So that's the only reason that I am holding this project back. Yeah. And I wanted to apologize to Mary, and she was at a movie, I think, last night anyway. I forgot to say happy birthday. I did tell her in the group yesterday, but I forgot to say it on video. So, happy late birthday, Mary Ann. We love you. Sorry about that. I got so flustered with my screen share not working, it totally skipped my mind. So, I am waiting on Miss Louise, and we are going to do a drawing for the giveaway. Let me see if she has gotten me a total yet. Yes, we do. We had 932 people get into the drawing. 932, guys. Wow. Yes, I got it. I was just checking to make sure that I had gotten it, because I was so rushed this morning. I was helping people in the group and time slipped up on me. I was like, ah. So we know that we have 932 entries. So I'm going to enter that in. I'm going to also tell it no repeats. And we're going to start, and we're only going to draw one number for now. Okay? Actually, I may go ahead and draw all 3, and then I'm going to do one at a time. If it repeats, we'll just have it do it again. But no person can win twice. That's just plain and simple. Nobody can win twice. So here's how it's going to go. When the number is pulled, whoever has that ticket number needs to screenshot where that ticket number was issued by either myself or Louise out of the chat. And Louise, you can announce this video link to them and tell them they have to look and see if they won. We're not going to give the number out on the chat, but we are going to give it in the video here, of course, and they can look at the video and see if they won, or they can come join the live. So as soon as we pull this first number, Louise, if you want to announce that we are drawing right now, then they can come and watch. We're only going to do one now. I'm going to do the project. We're going to do one. I'm going to go over SVG Creator, and we'll pull one before we end. So that's how we're going to do that. So first winner, drum roll anybody? Here we go. Number 443. Number 443. Congratulations to whoever has ticket number 443. I need you to message me. Do not put it in chat, please. Message me with your Design Bundles account email address so that I can turn that into Alex at Design Bundles and get your prize put on your account. Thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. So, let's go ahead and get started on our project, and then we will come back to this. Let's see, make sure my camera switches over. Yay! It looks like it did. Y'all are a few seconds behind me. I am going to move that paper out of my way. And as you can see, I did start my stocking. Here it is. I'm doing plaid and I'm doing cotton. I have everything cut and ready to test. And this is the little booger that broke my needle right here. It just broke. So let me get that out of the way. And there's my liner. But we are going to get that out to you guys. Like I said, we'll either do it live or we will do it, I will do a recorded video, and then if you have any questions, you can ask me. I could probably get better shots of my sewing machine if I do it recorded, which would probably help a ton of you guys. So, this is, oops, yeah, I cut this box before. It was so late last night. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock I was working on this. I cut this box. I grabbed the box out of Design Space. Not my design. This is not my design. And I had already cut it before I realized, where are the tabs on this box to glue it together? There are none. And it was the rosette box, so I deleted the stars and some kind of rosette, and I think what happens is one of the pieces glues around the bottom or the top to create the box, but that still would give you all of these spaces in between. But I was like, well, you know, it is a lotus, so why not use it and make it an explosion box? So you could do that with it. Because I wasn't going to do a box, and then I was like, I really need something to put that flower on to present it. And then I thought about just doing the lid. And I was like, no, they're going to want the rest of the box if I just do the lid. So this is what I did with it. And I wanted to show you guys how that goes together. This is called the Diwali Lotus. And it's a Make It Now project. All you got to do is click Make It. It's sized and everything. Super easy to cut. They use shimmer paper. I use sparkle paper because I like the color, the pink color better with this pink that I was using. But any colors you want to do it will work. They use the pink shimmer and I believe a dark pink But if this is what my dark pink was, and it looked, to me, visually, not on camera, because I don't know if they doctored their photo, whoever took the photo. I don't know if they used any filters. To me, the pink shimmer, or either I had the wrong shimmer paper, looked orange next to it. So, and I'll show you. And I may, again, have gotten the wrong one, but that's what I was seeing. And to me, in my lighting, it looks orange next to the pink, a pale peach. So, I mean, use either one that you want. You could use gold even, but it is the Cricut. I used the sparkle. I used the pink out of the sparkle paper, but they used the pink out of, and that is pink, what they're calling pink, out of the shimmer. So, pick your own papers. I almost did this in purple. I really did. I was like, that would be so pretty. But anyway, you're going to cut, they're going to score, and all you're going to do is just fold these. And with the sparkle paper, they're going to open back up because you don't want them to be flat anyway. Then you're going to take these pieces and same thing. You're just going to fold them. I would not use a bone folder. You want these to pop back open. You don't want them to stay flat like a card would. So you're just going to fold those in half as well on their score lines. And it did take a little while because I cut these I can't talk. I cut these pieces on intricate because of the tiny holes that are in there. But I think after looking at them, they're big enough that you won't have to cut it on intricate and make it cut twice. I think you can get by, if you have a clean mat. I was using a clean mat. You could get by with just regular cardstock, and I think it would cut fine. They're not as small as they appeared to be on the screen and in the photo. So once they're all folded, next we're going to get our glue that I left. I'm telling you, I was up to about 2 o'clock this morning working on stuff. You're just going to take some glue, and there is a rounded end to these and then a pointed end. And you want your pointed end to be right there where the cutout is. Just going to lay them in there and glue them on. There we go. On each one of these. It goes together really fast. But like I said, I cut my pink on intricate, and it took a while after all the drawing and then the intricate cut too. But if your machine is cutting it without the intricate, it won't take you nearly as long. I should have probably done some of these ahead of time. It won't take long. Does anybody have any design space questions while I'm gluing these together? Anything that you're having trouble with? Any technique that you need to learn to do that you have questions about? Make sure that you ask those. Either myself or the moderators will answer you, and if you don't understand, we'll show you on screen. Not a big deal. And take them off the mat carefully, because I did tear a couple of mine, but I don't think it'll be noticeable once it's together. What is everybody working on? Yeah, Louise, I agree. The purple on this, I'm just now seeing that comment. The purple on this would be so pretty with the sparkle, the purple sparkle paper, or the shimmer. And you don't, just a little bit of glue. You don't have to get a ton of glue in there. It's not going to come apart. It's a box topper or a tag. You can make these out of a tag. You can make them smaller or larger. All up to you. They have some gorgeous projects in that Diwali set that they've put out. Ooh, Marianne's making a quilt. You're more ambitious than me. The only quilts I've ever made have been crib quilts. I like to do crib quilts. I don't like to do king-size bed quilts. My great-grandmother used to do them. Christmas signs. I've been working on my signs, guys. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I did not make all my signs this year because I simply just don't have time. So I got such a great deal at Armichael's, a lot of stuff throughout the year, and some of their new stuff that just came out at 80% off. But my plans are for you guys is that I am going to make those, a few of those, but a good number of mine were bought. But I am going to make SVGs so that you can replicate them. So, the monogram template from Design Space. Okay, Beverly, let me put this together and we'll pull that up and look at it for you. Do you have an image number or the name of that monogram or the cartridge that it's on? If you can get that for us, we'll cover it for you. So to start this, after you've gotten these together, on this first one, and it's very important, or you're not going to get them all on there, you're just going to glue with that in your hand like this, the right side of the top. Now this is how I did it. Some others may do it differently. It may go together differently. Thank you, Jamie. So just on the top right with it upside down, and then you're going to bring that in between your panel here, and you're going to stick that down just on that tip, and we're going to hold it until it's dry, because we're going to be maneuvering around this. There we go. Then you're going to take your second one and you're going to glue still the right side. It's just facing me. So we're going to glue on the right side only, all the way down. And you're just going to line that up right there on that tip and stick it down. And you're going to repeat this process. Oops, I almost put it on the wrong side. That's the one I tore. And you're skipping where your drawing's at on these. And you're just going to angle it towards the center. You want to stay, I kind of used the lines on these as a guide and the tip. I got that one a little off, but it's going to be all right. And you're going to work your way around. And then when we get to the end, I will show you why we didn't glue that first one. And just keep working it. And again, I'm just using the line on that drawing to help me guide it. And you can see right here that the backs are not completely glued down. Right there, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We're going to take care of it after we get them all on. Yeah, I looked at the instructions, and to me, and maybe it was just me, they weren't really clear about how these went on, but I didn't go look for a handbook either, I'll be honest. I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants with it. And now it's getting tight, so I'm kind of tucking that bottom in. And this is why we don't glue that one down, because you got to get in there. And if you glued that one all the way down, you can't get it in there. And if by chance you did, you can loosen it. Just take your spatula or your tweezers and pull it up, and it may tear the backing on the green paper or the pink paper. Ask me how I know. But you can get it in there. I'm just kind of tucking it in at the back. Nobody, looking at mine, nobody would ever know that I had to rip part of mine apart. But that's how I know to tell you guys not to glue that first piece down. Yeah, the photo makes it look super complicated. Now I'm tucking that one inside underneath that first petal. I bend my petal. Tucked it down under there. And then if you want to do just a dot of glue right there, I'm not putting it on the shimmer paper, just to hold that piece down a little better. You don't have to. It's not going anywhere. But if it makes you feel better, then you can. And then I took some of my Nuvo drops, and this is pink champagne because it matches my color. And you don't have to do that. You can put a bead, put whatever you want, do nothing. I just put a dollop of Nuvo drop right in there. That pink champagne. And you can see this one is dry. And I have that center all closed in. Pretty. And then, of course, we just glued it to the box top. And in case you guys get that octagon box, I will show you how the lid goes together. The base just folds up if you want to do an explosion box with it. If you don't want to do an explosion box with it, you can do just a small tab. You can cut a quarter of a circle if you want and just place it in there and weld it in. That way it has room to cut. On every other one, you want to put it, and then you will have a tab to glue those together. Very super simple if you don't want to do an explosion box with it. But the lid looks like this, but it is slit. You're just going to fold all of these tabs back all the way around, and then I'll just do 2 of them. And then you're going to fold all your tabs back. And then you're just going to glue all the way around those tabs to create your box. Okay? And then just glue your topper right to the top of the box. And I am going to say it's easier if you glue it before you glue your lid together. If you can see your score lines to center it up, I would go ahead and fold everything so that I had I could eye it and then glue this on. That way you can press it down because you can't flip it over and give it a good press. So you can glue it down this way and give it a good press and then glue your box together. So let's go back over. Isn't it pretty? Turned out really pretty. I loved it. I think on the next one, though, I might color the edges of my shimmer cardstock with a glitter pen. Would be even prettier. Maybe do the edges of the lotus flower, too, and maybe a glitter pen. And change the black pen to gold. Oh, how pretty. Or silver. If you did the purple with silver, oh my gosh. That would be gorgeous. All right, so let's go over and did we get the monogram soft, or do we need to show it on screen? Let me scroll up. I'm going to kind of look at comments here for a second. Yeah, I'm using Art Glitter Glue. This stuff is awesome. Artglitter.com. Beverly, did we find what we're looking for on that? Let me pull up my design space. And see. Ooh, yes, glow. Blue and silver. Oh my goodness. Especially for Christmas. Oh wow. That would make a pretty, throw some light blue into it with some royal blue. Or either royal blue and white with silver. Very, very, very pretty. Okay, let's show on screen one. Okay, I'm looking. I need to know which monogram, so I'm just going to go into images and we're going to search monogram. Oops. See, this is the thing with monogram. It's hard to say. I don't know which one we're looking for. I'm probably pretty sure she means the Anna Griffin circular monogram with the letters in it. I'm guessing because that's the one everybody has issue with. Is that the one you're talking about, Wanda? I don't know the name of the cartridge. I know that I used the one from DeFont because it's free. And it's called Monogram O. Right here. This is it. I'll show you this one here. It's going to be the same concept. So if I needed to do a... I'm looking. Let's just pick some letters. Let's do M and S. Okay. And insert. So we've got the monogram in there, and some of you may not know how to change. These are very easy. It looks like they've actually fixed these because now you can ungroup them. And when you ungroup them, if your middle name starts with an M, that needs to be on the right. So I'm going to get rid of everything to the left. If your first initial is an A, you're going to ungroup and get rid of everything to the right. And your last name, you're going to get rid of everything to the right and left of your name. And then you're just going to realign those, and I'm just going to set them up here, and I'm going to select them, and then we're going to go to align, and we are going to center them vertically. We are going to align and distribute horizontally, and that's going to space them out. And then at that point you can just weld them and they're ready to cut. But if you're using the Monogram font from DaFont, what you're going to do is go in and select your text. And I'll just do my initials here so that it will be, well, I said I would. AJC. I don't know where that came from. I didn't touch that. I didn't think I did. So now I want to go and get my font, which is called Monogram. There it is. Monogramos. Monogramos. And this is what we have. How do I get those to be one? Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is go to More, go to Advanced, and ungroup to letters so that these are all individual. Okay. It's been a while since I did this. So then I am going to go to Contour. No. It comes in at, what size? 1.2. So I'm looking right here at my, nope. Where's my size at? Let me make my screen bigger. There we go. 1.91 is what my size is. So I'm going to insert a circle. And this is the way I do it. You can use contour sometimes. My circle comes in at 311. So I'm just going to change mine to 311 on those because it's easier for me to remember. And then I am going to arrange. I'm going to move this to the front. I'm going to select them. I'm going to align, center, and we're going to slice. So now I have my original. Then I have my sliced piece, which is trash. Get rid of it. Then I have this. This is my cutout. And I'm going to contour. And let me zoom out. I don't know why the contour comes in so large. And since April is my first name, I want to keep the one on the left. I'm going to get rid of the one in the center, the one on the right. And contour is removing cut lines. Oh, she's talking about the clutch with the letter B on it. Can you get me a screenshot? Well, can you send me a screenshot of that, Marianne, in my thing so I can pull it up after this? I would appreciate it. That way I'll know what I'm looking for. So that's the way you're going to do that. And then you're going to do that for each one of these. Okay? And I'm not going to do this for each and every one. I'm just going to duplicate this and we're going to use the same letters. But you're going to use the letter that you want. You're going to line them up just like we did the other one. And then you're going to slice them out of a circle. Once you have them welded together, you're going to slice them out of a circle and get that same thing. Well, it won't take long. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let me just duplicate everything. That's 311. Make this 3.11. Make this one 3.11. Duplicate. Gonna arrange, send that to the back. Align, center, slice. Get rid of that. Don't need it. I'm gonna get rid of that too. Don't need it. I'm gonna duplicate that one more time. Gonna arrange, send that to the back. Align, center, slice. Get rid of that and that. Go to my contour. My middle name is Culbreth, so I'm going to get rid of the first one. Oops. And the last one. I got rid of the first one. I mean the wrong one. I hate that that comes in so large. I want this one. I don't want this one. Go away. There we go. So there's my C from the middle. And then my middle name is Juanita. So we're going to contour that out. And I'm going to get rid of the middle one and the left one and leave the right. And my name always looks funky, but I don't want to stretch it. Sometimes I have to finagle mine around. Let me undo that. There we go. So now I am going to take my circle, and I'm just going to change the color so I can see it better to make it look like this. So we're going to bring it all over, arrange. I send that circle to the back. And the way that I do it is I select the center, and I'm going to align it center. Okay? And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball the other two. And I'm going to align. I'm going to center that vertically. There we go. Pull this one in, select it, align, center it vertically. See how it jumps up there? I don't know why. I'm going to stretch it just a little bit to make it look a little better. Align, center it vertically. Still wants to do it. Oh, I forgot to select my other letters. Center it vertically. Now those are all centered vertically. I want to align and center them, distribute them horizontally to give it the right spacing, and it still looks goofy. Yours probably won't, but my name always looks goofy. So once you have those all done, you're going to weld those together, align, center, slice, get rid of the trash, and then you have, see, I stretched it and I shouldn't have. Then you have your monogram in there to look like this. You have to play with your letters. I shouldn't have stretched mine, but that's how you do it. Now for the monogram on the clutch. Let me go and look at my screenshot. Monogram, okay, I got you. How do you change that monogram? Gotcha. So let's go over to projects. Right here, and we're going to go to access, all categories, and we're going to type in monogram clutch. Right there. There we go. And I want to do this, so I don't want to use the B, so I want to customize it. So you're going to go into customize, and I'm going to replace my previous. Want to change that B out. Okay, so it's only grouped, so you're going to come up here. No, it's attached, I'm sorry. And detach it down here at the bottom. Detach, and then you've got this, and you want to remove that B. Then you want to go to images, go to your cartridge, which is your Anna Griffin decorative monograms, and let's say I want to use there's the B right there, and this is, she's got several in here. Here's your flourish right here. Let's see. Let's say I want to change it to an A. I'm going to select it and insert it. And then we're just going to size it down to the size we need it. We're going to align it in the center. And we're going to, I weld just because I weld. If you want it in two different colors, you can. I'm just in the habit of welding mine because if letters touch anything. So that's how easy it is to change that one, Beverly. So we got Wanda's done, and we got Beverly. Anybody else? All right. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. We'll come back and we'll do it. So let's do another drawing. Okay. And we already drew one. Number 443 was our first winner. And our second winner is going to be, drum roll, number 54. Number 54. You are a winner. Congratulations. Yes, please give a thumbs up, guys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. See your name pop up on the screen. We also have merchandise down below, and we also have I think I got super stickers, and I will try to get those up before Monday. And what else? We got super chats. Super chats are available. So tons of stuff. And we'll come back to that. I'm going to minimize it. And let's get a new project. And let's show how to do SVG Creator now that you guys can see it really well. Last night we had technical difficulties and we couldn't see it. And just to bring those of you who weren't with us up to speed, we had been working on how to clean up images and remove backgrounds and things like that. And you can do it in Paint if you're on Windows. And you can see here that it kind of cleans up like it does in Design Space in the preview tool on a Mac. But what we're shooting for, is an image closer to this with the whole background removed. Okay, and that can be a little tricky to do, especially with people and pet photos because of the background. So let me pull up a page here. I don't want People Magazine, but let's see. I just want a people image. Let me do person, maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I have over here a person, and let's just say you want to do a picture of your grandpa, and we're going to make it look like a drawing, okay? But we don't want all of this stuff in the background. So I'm going to just download this image. And I am going to go to, I forgot what it is. I have it remembered, I think. No, let's see. There it is. www.removebackground. Let me get rid of those. /bg. And if you go over there, you can see all it wants you to do is to consent to using cookies. I'm just going to remove that. Is to drag and drop your photo. Oh, they named it Old Person Smiling. Okay, whatever. I called him a grandpa, but I guess Old Person Smiling is okay too. Oops. I hope you guys can see that I just lost my YouTube page. Let me grab it back. I have to open up. I can't see you guys. I can't see my chat. Let's see. Always when you're live, things like this happen. Okay. I have so many buttons. So we have it in our, I got one more click to go. Yay, I have you guys back. I couldn't see my chat. Okay, so here is the photo that I uploaded, and you can see it completely removed that background. You see that? It's all gone. So now all I have to do is download it. So I click download, and I'm going to say allow. I want to allow it to download. You may have a pop-up that looks a little different. You just want to say okay. And now that I have my photo, it's downloading right here. Then I can go back to Design Space. I'm sorry. We want to go to Pick SVG. It's going to download while I do this. So we can go to picksvg.com, or you can use SVG Creator. We're going to show you both of them. And right here, upload a picture. So I'm just going to click it, and I'm going to grab that download that I just did somewhere. There he is. And we're going to click change. Now, Pick SVG has a few more tools, and you can see this still needs to be cleaned up. But you can look at the details here, and you can go to strong and change that, and you can see how it gives you a little bit more detail. And then you have your filters. You need to play with these filters. You could see how it takes some of that stuff out for you. You want to go in there and play until you get this image like you want it. Now, it's still not written in stone, because if you've got a lot of stuff in here, specs, you can still take those out. And we'll show you how. That one looks, so far to me, the best on Invert 3. That one's got stronger lines, but it has a lot of trash up in here that it didn't remove. Ready 1. And this gives you a little different look. So this is how you can come in here. You have to play with these tools. You can always go back and change it, but come in here and play. And to me, honestly, I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. I like the others for, that one looks pretty good too. The inverts to me look better for like pets. And people, they kind of look better to me like this. Because it gives you a better image. It gives you more contrast and contour. So, I mean, this, if I were doing this, I would probably go with Ready 2. And like those little dots right there, I could contour that out or get rid of it. And this one here, I would get rid of, and this one here. Anything loose that I didn't want, I could go in and remove it. Yeah, it gives it more a lifelike appearance than the other one does, in my opinion. The inverts, I think, work great for pets. But all you're going to do at that point is right here, click Download SVG. And you're done. You're ready to upload it into Design Space. Super simple, super easy. You're going to go to Upload, and you can see the dog we did yesterday. And I am just going to go into my uploads and slide that in. Name it, tag it, and I'm not going to keep this, so I'm not going to do it. But name and tag yours, whatever your grandpa's name is, and save. Then you're going to upload it into Design Space by clicking on it. Bring it right in, and now you're ready to do all of your sizing. And you can see, and I showed this yesterday, it comes in all these pieces. The first thing you want to do is weld. Weld it, make it one image so you don't bog down your design space, especially if you have like the pet one, all of those tiny little lines, it sees every one of those as a single image. And you can bog down your design space when you have thousands of them. So weld it, and then come in and use your contour tool and get rid of all those little pieces that you really don't need. We want to keep that because that shows his shoulder, but don't really need those. Don't need those tiny pieces. And this is going to show his shirt or his tie. So you can see how well that cleaned up. Got one more right there. We don't need that dot out there. So I'm going to get rid of that guy. And now it's cleaned up and it's ready to cut. So super simple and easy to use. Okay, so let's do the same thing with our pick SVG. Let's give me a new window. And let's go to, that was pick SVG. SVG Creator. Because some, and we showed this last night, some images you can't remove the background on with background removal, and some you can. So if it won't allow you to remove the background, it could have a watermark or something of that nature in there. It could be copyrighted and not allow you. So I'm just dragging the dog of the photo, drag and drop the photo of that dog. I know it was on my desktop. Let's see. Right here. And we're going to choose that. And you can see I got the little green check mark. That's what you're looking for. So if it's not working for you, look for that little green check mark. That's what you need. And then you can convert your file. And let's see what it does with our dog. And that's what I've got. There's not a whole lot of tools in this one. And every photo is going to work differently. They are both free to use, Susan. They are free. Last night when I pulled these up for you guys, first time I've used them. I don't use them that much. Well, I had opened Pick SVG before because it had more tools. I don't use SVG Creator. A lot of people like it. But you need to try both with your image. Let's see what it, and we see what it did with the pet here. I'm going to go back and show you Pick SVG with the pet that we used yesterday. But here is what we got with that. Let's see what it does with the grandpa's picture. So let's come in here and drag and drop that one. See if it'll take it. See, my drag and drop's not working with them. But let's go to downloads. Let's scroll down there and grab it. It's right here. And I'm going to choose it. And I got the green arrow. So if a drag and drop's not working for you like it isn't for me, you may have to go and look at it. And let's convert that one and see how it does. And that's what I've got. You see how much more detail I got with Pick SVG? Tons more detail. You saw the dog just then. Okay. This is, I'm not going to redo it because we did it yesterday. But let me pull in the dog. Here's the dog from Pick SVG. And that is from this photo right here, with the background removed. Pick SVG is going to give you a lot more detail. But again, you see how it's all in little pieces. So I need to weld that and take it down to one image so I don't bog down my design space. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Now, it did leave a little bit of stuff over here on the side. And there we go. His nose keeps disappearing, though. So you may have to, I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. You may have to upload his nose again and stick it in there and weld it. It did that last night, too. But you can come in here on this one. Usually I would contour, but because we have so many pieces, so that I don't have to bog it down looking for that, I'm just going to slice that side off where it picked up those images and get rid of those because we don't ever need them again. But you can come in here and you can contour out just like you did on the other. Can see it much better today than you could last night. But you can see, you can go in there and you can contour stuff out. I would probably upload this again and get rid of everything except his nose and then weld that back in. For some reason it's disappearing. Something must be touching it or something in there. One of the pieces. You'd have to find out which one the culprit was and get rid of that one piece. And then you would be able to weld it and it not disappear. So, everybody clear on how to use Pick SVG? And the reason that we wanted to show this to you guys is because the holiday season's getting busier and you may have ornaments you want to do, or there may be memory ornaments that you want to make, things like that. And while it's okay to go in and ask people if they can help you with making the SVG on something like this because it's not copyrighted, that's okay. But don't expect somebody else to be able to do your work for you. Plus, you're going to have to sit and wait on somebody to have time to do it. If you learn and go in and play and use the tools, then you're going to know how to do it. You don't have to rely on somebody else's timeline to get your project done. So just go in and play. You're not going to mess anything up. Just like even uploading. If I don't want to keep that, all I have to do is go in here and say, yes, I want to delete this because I don't know whose grandpa that is. I'm never going to use it again, and I can get rid of it. And so you can go in and play. You're not going to mess anything up. You don't have to keep anything that you upload unless you want to. It's so simple and easy to use, and it's free. So you can create your own in seconds, or you can say, hey, can somebody help me make this SVG out of my grandpa's photo? And hour or a day or 3 days later, I see some of them pop up 3 days after they've asked, and there's no response. But if you go in and use those resources that we supply you with, you guys can get it and do it for yourself really quick and easy. And that's just more knowledge you gain. The more knowledge you have in your crafting, the better crafter you're going to become. Right? So does anybody have any questions on Pick SVG or SVG Creator? Now I know that Pick SVG says invert and ready or whatever it was. I don't know the names of all the tools. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they do. I just know that I click on them and it changes and gives me different looks, and that's how I do it. So just don't be scared to go in and play. We want you guys to grow in your crafting. All right, so if there's no more questions on that, any other design space questions, you guys let me know. And we are going to go over and we're going to pull winner number 3. And don't forget, if you are a winner, you need to screenshot where we issued your ticket number in that original post and message that over to me along with your design bundles or font bundles, design bundles email address that you use on your account so that Alex from Design Bundles can issue your prize. If you do not give me that, then they cannot add it to your account. And please give them up to 24, 48 hours, maybe even 72 over the weekend. Usually it doesn't take that long. Usually once I shoot them the email, it's within 24 hours you have it. The app, you have to use, what is it called? Image Engine. I don't even, somebody help me out on the pronunciation of that. This is a website, Rosaria. You have to go on the web to use these free tools. But did I spell that right? I think I did. Jamie, double check me if I'm wrong. I believe they can do those same things. I don't use that app, but I believe they can do those same things in that app, according to most. There's another one. It's in the group resources for Android. Catherine. You can tag Catherine and she can help you with the tools that she uses on Android. Catherine Cooper Bauer, Bauer, one of our moderators. So if you're on Android, she can help you with that. And if you're on iOS, the Image Engine app. Image Engine. I don't know if there's a G in there or not. Image Engine or something like that. So, drum roll. And let's get winner 3. Number 354. Number 354 is our third winner. Congratulations to winner number 354. Yay! That is an awesome bundle. If you didn't win, guys, I'm sorry, but go and get it. It is an awesome bundle. It really is. There's a link to design bundles down below, and that is the, let's see, I think it's called the Christmas Craft Bundle Volume 3. And let me just, as a matter of fact, let me screenshot really quick what the front picture looks like so you'll know you're getting the right one. And that is the bundle that they are getting. This one right here. Oh, it's not going to get any bigger unless I do tool. Let's see. You can see it, the Christmas bundle. Volume 3. That's the one. That's the one you want to get. It is awesome, isn't it, Louise? I love it. I'm fixing to be using a lot of stuff out of there myself. I'm getting all my Christmas decor up early so I can enjoy it and not have to take it down so fast. So I'm already working on mine. All right, guys. Thank you, moderators. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, Ko-fi and Patreon supporters. If you're not a Ko-fi or Patreon supporter, please consider that. There are links below for Ko-fi, and that gives you access, if you're a monthly supporter, to all my files over on craftingwithapril.co. And if you are a one-time supporter, you will get any files that I release over the next 30 days from the day of your support. I think that is everything. I think our next live is Monday at 7 p.m. I am working on a file. Hopefully I can get that finished this weekend. You guys don't want to miss that. Going to be a great treat for you guys. Yes, everybody here is a winner. Everybody. So you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I will catch you on Monday. If you have any questions that you forgot to ask or didn't think of, just go in the group and ask them and we will get you some help. Me too, Susan. I love our happy place. So you guys have a great day. I will catch you on Monday. Thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate you. Give a thumbs up and subscribe.